So, yesterday we defined worry, that spinning, looping, what if cycle. Well, today I want to get into how it develops because worry doesn't just appear out of thin air, it has a source. And once you know what the source is, you'll never look at worry the same again. So, worry comes from, you may have guessed it, the ego. Now, a few weeks ago, we spent the whole week unlocking what the ego actually is. Not arrogance, not confidence, but that false self, the part of you that's constantly scanning for threat, trying to protect you from pain, rejection, failure, and embarrassment. The ego lives in one question: am I safe? And worry is one of its favorite tools. Think about what your worry actually sounds like. What if I miss? What if I embarrass myself? What if all this work doesn't pay off? What if people see me fall apart? What if I let my partner down? Every single one of those what ifs is the ego doing its job, trying to prepare you for a threat that it's invented. Because here's the thing about the ego: it cannot live in the present moment. Remember, it has to be somewhere else. It's either replaying the past or projecting into the future. And worry, well, worries the ego at its most future focused. So the ego says, well, if I can just think through every possible bad outcome, I can protect myself from being blindsided. Okay. But what actually happens is the opposite. Instead of protecting your performance, the ego's worry erodes it. So instead of keeping you safe, it keeps you stuck. Now, we talked on this show about competing from love versus competing from fear. Love is present. Love is process focused. Love is why you started your sport in the first place, right? The feel of the good run, your partnership with your horse, the way it lights you up inside. But fear is future focused. Fear is outcome obsessed. And fear is the ego's home turf. Do you remember my favorite definition of fear? FEAR is fantasized experience appearing real. Yeah, future focused, right? So worry is fear in its most chronic form. It's the ego basically running a highlight reel of everything that could go wrong on a loop, usually at its full volume, usually at the worst possible time. So, what do we do about it? Well, the first step, as I always say, is awareness, right? When you catch yourself in a worry spiral, I want you to name it. Not like talking to yourself in a harsh, critical way, like that, inner critic who's also the ego, but more gently, almost with curiosity, like, oh, there's my ego. It's trying to protect me again by worrying. And that moment of recognition serves a purpose. It basically creates distance, and distance allows you time to make a choice. Then the second step is to ask yourself this one question: is this something I can control? If yes, well, then take action, make a plan, do one thing. Healthy concern leads to action, and action breaks the worry loop. But if you can't control it, and honestly, most of what we worry about falls into this category, that's where our power statement for this week comes in. It is: I focus on what I can control and let go of what I can't. And the ego hates letting go. It feels dangerous to the ego. Like if you stop worrying, you're giving up. But letting go isn't giving up. Letting go is choosing to invest your mental energy where it can actually make a difference. It's the most powerful thing you can do. Your inner champion, remember the voice that we intentionally build through our daily mindset work? Well, your inner champion is not worried. She is prepared. She is present. She trusts the work she's put in. She knows that whatever happens, she's going to be okay. That is the version that we are building, one episode at a time. So tomorrow, be sure to come back. We're going to look at what Scripture has to say about worry. And I promise you, God had a lot to say, and it's exactly what we need to hear.